7-minute mile? Check. I'm doing that right now. Sub 6-minute mile? Definitely. Sub 5-minute mile. Had a lot of sub 5-minute miles in my days. Sub 4-minute mile? No way. That's way too fast. Can't run that fast. Hi there, Coach Sage of SageRunning.com here with another training talk, how to crack 5 minutes in a mile, or about 1,600 meters, or 440 in the 1,500. So, I got a lot of questions about how to run a faster mile, and it's still a very aerobic dominant event, which means you need strength. A lot of you young whippersnappers, if you're in school, you could sprint 100 meters, maybe 15, 16 seconds pretty easily. Maybe you could even run a half mile or 800 in 2:15 or 2:10. Well, 2:15 is kind of the bare minimum open 800 meter or half mile PR you're going to need to put 2:30 half miles back to back. And obviously it's a pace of 75 seconds per 400 meters, or about 440 yards. So you need to develop that type of race pace. Now, the first thing you need though is usually aerobic strength, and that comes through easy paced mileage, just doing longer runs, whether you're doing 4 or 5 mile runs, 8-kilometer runs. You're slowly working up relaxed running, conversational pace. It's going to give you the extra strength to pull out more of your sprinting speed, so to speak, that you have at 400 meters or 800 meters. Allow you to get better stamina so you can run a more even pace. So whether you're running 4 or 5 times a week, it'd be a lot better if you're running 6 times a week probably. But don't hurt yourself. You have to build up slowly, gradually, with low intensity first. Maybe doing some form drills, maybe doing strides. Check out my playlist for more info on that. But the real key is that aerobic base first. Then you need to sprinkle in some intensity to really hit peak fitness. Now, first type of workout we talk about, always 20-minute tempo run. 20 minutes after a warm-up, some light stretching, strides. Do a 20-minute steady state type of effort. 8 out of 10 on the pain scale, 80%, 85% type of effort. For those of you that race longer distances, it might be a little slower than 10K pace, but it just needs to be a steady effort, not killer, but 20 minutes steady. So that's a pretty long workout for a miler. Then after, you do that once a week. Then you can start sprinkling in more intensity, faster repeats. So workouts like 12 by 200 meters, faster than 37.5 seconds per 200 meters. So maybe you're doing 12 by 200, 35 seconds, 34 seconds, getting that leg speed up, that efficiency up. Take a full rest, not full, but like 2.5 minute rest. Make sure you're not running with bad form. You got to run with good form in these. These aren't killer workouts, so you get the leg speed up faster than goal race pace for the mile. You do that once a week. You're doing a tempo run once a week. Then maybe 3 or 4 weeks down the line, you start moving up, or on alternating weeks I should say, you start moving up to 400 meter repeats, quarters. So maybe only start off with 6 by 400 meters. 6 by 400 meters at faster than 5-minute mile pace. So still, 5-minute mile pace, 75 seconds per 400. You're hitting 74, 73 second 400s. You're doing 6, maybe you work up to 8 2 weeks later. And you're doing that with a 2-minute rest as well. So getting to peak fitness, bring the recovery time down on that. But the key is always to run with good form, not to be breaking down and breathing so hard and tying up with lactic acid, burning lactic acid, that you're running with poor form. So these are tough sessions though. They definitely get you in the pain and intensity of running 12 miles an hour for extended periods of time. You're doing 2 miles worth of work at sub 5-minute mile pace to do 8 by 400. So doing that workout, the final icing on the cake type of workout, and you'd want to alternate these with the 200s and 400s. Again, you're only doing the 20-minute tempo run most weeks, once a week. Maybe some sort of longer run, depending on your weekly mileage, is to do medium length repeats. And these are really probably the biggest key for peaking and getting into peak shape for a sub 5-minute mile or fastest mile. Is to do 800 meter repeats. Maybe you're doing these at 245, 250 to start, but you're doing 5 or 6 even 800 meter repeats. So it's slower than mile rate pace. It's quite a bit slower, 530 mile pace, 540, and you're limiting the rest only to 2 minutes. So it's a real strength workout, slower than mile race pace, but it's going to work on your heart and lung efficiency, and it's going to make you a lot stronger. Then maybe 2 weeks later, you increase that to 1,000 meter repeats, 1 kilometer repeats. So maybe you're doing 5 by 1 kilometer at a slightly slower pace. So it's over a 3-minute effort, but it's pretty steady, pretty hard, faster than the 20-minute tempo run pace, but still considerably slower than your mile race pace. And that 20-minute tempo run pace, this is a rough indicator, might be around 6-minute mile pace for you. If you're not getting close to a 5-minute mile, maybe it's 550 pace for 20 minutes. So those are the key ingredients, key types of workouts, and you mix them in. 80% of your mileage is just easy, relaxed running, getting in the distance first, not getting hurt, running with good form, doing some light stretching, form drills, strides. Again, check out my playlist for details on that, or search on here for how to do that. But those are the fundamentals of fast mile training, and yeah, that's all I got right now. But thanks so much for all the subscriptions. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more training talk videos, as well as check out the playlist. Check out our website, sagerunning.com, for 5K, 10K plans, half marathon plans, marathon, ultra marathon, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos.